they were signing their death warrant. Can you imagine the fear of signing that? I mean, if you really think about what was going on in our country, we were being controlled by tyrants, the biggest tyrant ever, the biggest, worst globalist, the original globalist, King George. And by signing their name, and it was so risky. Many of them lost everything. They could have died. Many of them did die, but they signed that document. George Washington was assembling his forces in New York. They worked together. They fought to create this country and fight back those globalists. And we're in a fight, in my opinion, just like that right now. Players are a little bit different, but we're in a fight about saving America or losing her to globalism, which is just a fancy word for communism. And I'll tell you what, just as John Hancock and John Adams and Thomas Jefferson and the rest were fulfilling their role in Philadelphia, every single one of those men, nearly 250 years ago, stepped up to the plate. And they stepped into that role that God put them here for. God put them here for that role. I know I'm in politics, you're not supposed to say God, but God put them here for that role. They were placed here 247 years ago, those brave men who I'm sure their hand was shaking as they dipped that pen into the ink and signed their name. I'm sure their hearts were racing. I'm sure they laid awake at night, scared to death. But God gave them the courage to get through that. And they were placed here at that moment in history for a reason. I believe just as they were placed here 247 years ago for a reason, each and every one of us, I'm talking every one of us, was placed here at this pivotal moment in our country's history. And we have God-given skills. Every one of us has something we can do to help save this country. And he placed us here at this moment, and rather than being afraid, rather than feeling beat down, rather than feeling like, I can't do this anymore, we need to wake up every morning, get our feet on that firmly on the ground, and say, thank you, God, for putting me here at this moment. Thank you.